Welcome into this interview today. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yes, of course. My name is Elijah Milam. I graduated from Midland High School as and I attended Crowley's Ridge College after that. I got a degree in physical education with the ability to coach high school baseball.
So, what brought you to the game? Why do you want to be a high school baseball coach?
I want to be a high school baseball coach because I fell in love with the game as a kid. I've been impacted by so many coaches and just mentors. I want to impact students the way I have been throughout the years.
What would you say your strengths are?
One of my strengths, I would say, is being a good leader. I feel like I lead a team of people really well, and we communicate well, and that allows me to be a good leader, which will help with the coaching aspect of the job.
Okay, now the hard one. What are your weaknesses?
The weakness I struggle with is definitely procrastination, but since I've graduated college, I have been working to improve my skill.
Okay, is there a time that stands out to you that you've misunderstood someone's instructions, and
Yes,
what happened, and how could you have handled it differently?
a time that happened when I misunderstood someone was actually last summer recently working with my boss. I worked for the USPS. I was a mailman, and he asked me to deliver a package to someone, and I misheard him and accidentally delivered it to the wrong address. And they called, and we got it fixed out. Thankfully, the customer was understanding.
Okay, how do you plan to balance teaching and being a coach?
A way I plan to balance my classroom activities from the extracurricular activities such as baseball is spend more time with the classroom activities because the students are here for their education period. Sports are just extracurricular. So I would ensure that I have all my students' work graded and done before continuing on to practice.
That's good. Not many coaches would rather have a good student than a good player. Um, so, what religion do you practice, and which holidays do you celebrate?
I would prefer not to answer this question because it's very personal to me.
Okay, our team plays on the weekends a lot for tournaments and things like that. Are you able to work on the weekends?
I wouldn't be able to work the weekends, yes.
Okay, good. Um, Tell me a time when you worked with a person or people from a different cultural background. How did that go?
A time that I did was actually back in high school. My junior year of high school, we had a foreign exchange student from Spain. She didn't understand English very well, but after she was with our school for a month or two, she started to understand it, and we became pretty decent friends.
So, our workplace is very diverse. How would you bring your whole self to work at our school, and what can we expect from you as an employee?
A way I would bring my whole self to work would be walking in with a smile on my face, number one, because I want the students to see that I care to be there, and I feel like that would impact them as they want to be there too.
It's good. There's always conflict at a workplace. So how would you deal with that here?
A way I would deal with conflict is by getting to the bottom of the situation and understanding it as a whole from both or even three perspectives so I don't jump to conclusions.
So we touched base a little bit earlier on how you would balance you coaching and teaching. How would you hold your students accountable in the classroom?
A way I would hold them accountable is something my high school coach did. He sent out a sheet where the teacher had to write down our students' grades and sign it, and with a comment section asking if he had any trouble or any problems out of his students, and I would repeat that process.
So, do you have any disabilities or health problems that might stop you from doing this job to your full ability? Maybe something as in blindness or deafness a little bit.
Personally, I am completely adequate enough for this job.
So you are able to perform all the duties in the job
Yes.
description. Okay, good. Tell me about a time that you have disagreed with your boss in any workplace format.
Personally, I've never disagreed with a boss because I've never wanted to cause conflict in the workplace. So I've just always done as I was told.
So, do you prefer to work alone or on a team? You're being a coach, so which one would you prefer?
I'd prefer to work as a team, hence, because being a coach, you're coaching a team. you might even be coaching with an assistant. So you're both going to be communicating, trying to find out what's best for the team.
So, how would you describe your leadership style?
I would describe it as open. Like I'm always open to new ideas to help improve the team or even new drills to help newer players just improve us as a whole.
That's always good. With a team, you always want to be able to have an open relationship and improve both sides. Um, why would you like to work here?
I would like to work here because I love this school district. I grew up in it my whole life, and I know I could bring an amazing atmosphere to this program.
Well, thank you for your time today. You can expect a follow up call probably within a week.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, sir.